What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lavelle, back with another video. If you guys don't know me on this channel, I make content to inspire you guys, your faith and your strength in Christ, to make you guys better than who we were yesterday. If you haven't already, if you're liking this content, I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that thumbnail so you can see more notifications of videos like this. Alright, today we're going to talk about how successful people, when they see a problem, they find a solution, right? They don't just complain, right? Average complains and they talk negative, right? Successful people, they create, they find ways to be a solution, right? And if there's no light and it's a dark situation, they become that light, right? And they shine the light that God gave them to shine, and they become a light, like a lamp in the world. All right, and we're gonna talk. I want this to give inspiration to those who find themselves in a dark situation. And a challenging situation that God is giving you the strength, and hopefully my words can be motivation no matter what circumstance you guys are going through. Alright, number one, innovation, right? So successful people, they're creative, right? They find new products, new services, new technologies, or any new ways to find a solution, right? They create that, right? By solving that problem to improve somebody's life, not just themselves, right? Successful people, they create, right? They create resources. They create, remember, they steward, right? They steward God's time and resources well, right? So oftentimes they're givers in, as far as their products and their shares to improve others' lives. Number two, leadership, right? You can't be a leader being negative. Nobody's gonna follow you if you're negative. You have no positive energy, no positive outlook, right? When you're a leader, they inspire others, right? When you see a leader is saying, yes, we can do it, right? It doesn't matter if you, for example, right? I'm at church a few days back. We had a student. He said he was on a bad baseball team, right? I'm gonna share this story with you guys. It's gonna align with what I'm gonna say with the message, right? So he was on a bad baseball team, and that forced him to be a leader. That forced him to take out his step for his outside his comfort zone, right? He had to make some positive changes, right? Understanding that they weren't winning, right? To become instead of finding the negative, right? Be a leader, right? Solve that problem of leadership if that needs help with getting people better, or finding little things in their game to make them better, right? Number three, resources, right? Success is just not just financial resources, but it's also resources as far as programs or a mindset, right? Your resource can be your mindset, right? Your resource can fund efforts and charitable dreams that you have, that you want to create, right? So when successful people, right, see a problem, they create resources, right? They create those charitable causes. They invest in solutions to help people. They invest in things that's gonna better people's lives. Number four, expertise, right? So those who find solutions, they have the expertise, right? If they don't have the expertise, they're willing to work for the expertise, right? They're willing to find the resources. They're willing to be a leader in order to develop skills, right, in that particular field, right? So for example, going back to that baseball story, guys, right? If you're on a sucky team, right, if you have the expertise to not just make yourself better, you have the expertise, right, to leverage your knowledge to develop others, right, to leverage your leadership to develop others, right? You have that expertise, you have that talent within you. You just gotta trust and believe in yourself. Number five, networking, right? So successful people, right, when they see problems, right, it's much easier for them to have, right, multiple bodies working at once, right? God calls us to be God didn't call us for man to be alone, right? God called us to be with many people, right? We want to be often with many people, right? It doesn't matter where you find yourself in work, school, if you find yourself on a team, right? If you find yourself in a classroom, right? You're gonna have to learn how to be around people, right? A lot of successful people, they have great collaboration with people, right? They're able to work with people, no matter what obstacles and challenges they have, in order to deepen their expertise, right? Like iron sharpens iron. You want to find people that encourages you, that challenges you on a day-to-day basis. Number 6, influence, right? So successful people, right, when they have a solution, right, that often ends up being an advocate for certain causes, right? So sometimes, going back to that baseball story, might even have to advocate if people need more opportunities to get better, right? You have to advocate for those improvements, right? Those societal improvement, right? For example, there's a lot of things going, right? When you think about low funding, right? Don't just complain about the situation if you see your city being teared down, right? Find a solution, right? Advocate for those resources to be better in the low funded areas, right? Try to find see what you can do within your circle of networks that you know, the friends that you know, whether that you can be an influence and create changes, right? Or you can give changes by giving education for people to improve their expertise, or you can give resources, right? Be a leader, create, right? And lastly, number 7, inspiration, right? So those successful people, when they see when they find a problem, that gives them inspiration. It gives them inspiration to influence, to advocate for causes. It gives them influence to find people around them, to challenge them, to hold them accountable, to get the education needed, to build their skill sets, right? Provide resources and programs when needed. Be a leader, right? And create, right? Those people that inspire others, they believe in potential to take action and solve the problems, right? And the communities in our world today, right? So I want you guys to listen home on these 7 principles I taught you guys today. The innovation, being creative, right? Create. Number 2, lead, right? Lead, steward, right? Lead with a mindset. Lead with an attitude. Number 3, resources, right? Resources as far as funding, right? Fund the dream, right? Fund the mindset with positive thoughts. Provide resources if there's no resources, right? As far as giving time. Number 4, get the skills, right? When you see a problem, find the skills to solve that problem, right? 5, if you can't solve it by yourself, look for people around you that can also help solve that problem, and that can find the resources to do. Number 6, influence, right? And ultimately advocate for any challenges in society in order to inspire others and cause a call to action, right? All these gonna do is gonna lead up to the fact that people, to become successful, people have to provide solutions to the world, right? And ultimately, this is gonna inspire the belief in possibilities, right? Hearing about successful individuals who made a difference in the world and inspired today's society, right? There's a lot of determination, there's a lot of commitment, right, to make a positive impact, right? No matter what challenges you may face, right? There's a call to action, right? God called us to motivate individuals to be a call to action, right? Not just in our life, but to change our lives and others, right? To encourage people to identify those issues, right? And be passionate about it. Make a difference. Whether that means volunteering advocacy or entrepreneurship or whatever you can do as far as giving your time, right, in order to provide a solution in today's world. So I think that's what God wants us to do, not just with our time, but that's what He wants us to learn in this video. Alright. Alright, and last but not least, I always gotta leave some scriptures home for you guys. We're gonna have scripture from the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 14 through 16. You are the light of the world, a town built on a hill that cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others. They may see your good deeds and glorify the Father in heaven. Alright, this verse is a lot to unpack here, right? You are a light to the world, right? Doesn't matter what the situation looks. It might look dark, it might look dim, right? You may think there's no way I can get out, right? But think about your faith, right? The faith that you have in an unknowing, unseeable God, right? A God that does all things, right? Your faith and your belief can't be hidden, right? There's some things that you might have to do and step out, right? It can't be hidden, right? You're not going to be normal anymore, right? So He said, let your light shine, so it can be shine before others, right? So you can encourage others, so others can see the belief and you can inspire others, right? This is what He calls us to do, and ultimately glorify His name through all things. Another one from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the world. Live as children of light, right? So this says how we were spiritually dark, right? How before Jesus died on the cross, we were spiritually dark, going to an untethered path. We're going to the depths, right? Depths of the darkness, right? But then God came to save us, right? Just as He saved us, we're forgiven, right? And when we're forgiven, we can live a life of freedom, right? And God calls us to live a life of freedom, live a freedom in His light. And He wants to give when we have freedom, we want to show other people how we got free, right? How we got free from bondage of sin, how we got free from bondage of insecurity, how we got free from bondage of wishing that we were as good as that person, how we got free of envy, free of jealousy, free of pornography, free of all the worldly desires, right? Wishing that we can have all the things of the world, but now we walk with Christ. Now we looking for His righteousness. And lastly, it's found in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for the light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Right? This saying in the book of Isaiah, right, encouraging us to rise, right? Rise to the dawn, right? It may be hard some days, but you have to rise to the occasion, right? Rise when people are sleeping, right? And God calls us and for everything to be done upon His glory. Alright, if you guys haven't already, I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. It's been your boy. Peace.